Hey everybody, it is Neely and Renae here coming in for another update about beautiful Renae's beautiful eyes. And she's playing with her owls again, actually my owls again. When she sits on my lap for a video, she gets the special fun time of playing with my special toys. They're just little clothespin owls that I have on my desk.
And I usually play with your owls.
Yes, you do. They're so fun and cute, aren't they?
Yeah, and I gotta count them in the animals.
Okay, count them real fast.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Good counting. So the last time that I updated you was a few weeks ago, and we had just gone in for our follow-up appointment 3 months after she got her glasses. And we got the news that the glasses weren't helping as much as we had hoped, and they suggested adding patching 1 to 2 hours a day. So we were doing that for a couple of weeks. Honestly, I wasn't comfortable with the direction that we were heading with that doctor. The thought of doing surgery, it just didn't sit well with my husband and me. Oh, did you drop one? We certainly were willing to do it if it came to that, but I really wanted to see if there was any other options out there. So I started doing lots of research online and found out about basically a whole different field of ophthalmology than just the regular ophthalmologist that we had been going to. He was just a conventional pediatric ophthalmologist, but there's this whole other side of ophthalmology or field. It's called neuro-ophthalmology or developmental ophthalmology, and basically the neuro-ophthalmologists view the eyes as an extension of the brain, and not just muscles to be strengthened or cut and changed, but that the brain is actually what's controlling those muscles that control the eye. And so instead of manually going in and trying to adjust the muscles, if you're able to teach the brain to control the muscles and to control the eye better, then you get better results with the vision, and then of course avoid having to do any kind of surgery and things like that. So I made an appointment for a developmental ophthalmologist. I did some research of different ones in our area and found one that looked really good. Had some good recommendations from a Facebook group that's all about this side of ophthalmology and vision therapy. And we went in and had our initial appointment there yesterday, and it went really, really well. And we have kind of a basic idea of what a treatment plan is going to be, and they were very optimistic that vision therapy would help her. So vision therapy is very similar to physical therapy, where if a part of your body isn't working correctly for whatever reason, you can do certain exercises that help strengthen the muscles and also help teach the brain to do the things that the body is supposed to be doing. And I will try to find a good article to link down below, just to give you a good overview of what vision therapy is if you've never heard of it. So you can check that down in the description box below. But basically, at the appointment, the doctors were wonderful, and they spent a lot of time doing lots of different tests and putting on different glasses and having her look at things and like seeing how well she was able to see in 3D, and like all different kinds of testing that was not done at the previous ophthalmologist. So basically what they said, their diagnosis was the same as what we got from the previous ophthalmologist we were going to. And so that was good. It lined up. They just kind of approach the whole situation differently, so their method of treatment is vastly different. With the pediatric ophthalmologist we were seeing before, it was basically glasses, then patching, then surgery. But with vision therapy, there are a whole lot of other things you can try, a whole lot of exercises, and just different therapies that you can do. Her diagnosis, which same as before, esotropia, it's alternating esotropia, which means both of the eyes turn inward, the left eye being more pronounced, and then a little bit of amblyopia, which is lazy eye in the left eye, just a little bit. They said it was just a touch. So in the appointment yesterday, they gave us a few exercises that we can do at home that we're getting started with. We already got started with them this morning. And I might show some of those exercises maybe on a day in the life video or something. And then the other thing they went ahead and did in the appointment yesterday is put something on her glasses. I don't know if you guys can see that on the sides of her nose, the glasses, it's kind of like Scotch tape that's put on there to make it a little bit blurry right there in the corner. And I think the name of it is something like binasal occlusion, something like that, where it's putting something in the way over here where her eye is wanting to turn, and it's just kind of like a little clue to the brain that that's not where the eye is supposed to be, kind of like making it uncomfortable for the brain to have the eye go that direction. So we're going to see how that helps. So you can see on her glasses, or I don't know if you can see, but on the left side, there's a little bit more of the Scotch tape type stuff because that's the eye that's turning in more. And then on the right side, there's just a little bit. Did you drop it down?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll help you in a second. On the right side, it doesn't turn in as much, so there's less of the little blurry thing in the corner of the glasses. And yeah, so we'll just see how that helps,
That down.
and see if it just kind of gives that little extra encouragement to the brain to get the eye to move over. They said in the appointment that basically her eyes are functionally, they're great, like they're really healthy. They just don't know how to work together. So each eye can see and see fairly well. Like I said, the left eye has a little bit of the amblyopia, but both of the eyes are very healthy. They just don't work well together. So she's not able to see in 3D. She doesn't have good binocular vision, like they say, or stereo vision. So that's basically what we're working on. And even the doctor that was recommending surgery to fix the strabismus or the esotropia, he said that wouldn't necessarily fix her vision. She still would see poorly out of that eye. It was primarily cosmetic. The surgery, it just doesn't fix the vision. It fixes the position of the eye. So that was another reason why we were not, super excited to just jump right into that. But this vision therapy, it has the hope that she will have better vision in the end, and that she will be able to see in stereo if we can get the brain to control the eyes the way they're supposed to. And I've been doing a ton of research on it, and there's so much good information online. Vision therapy has been seen to the conventional medical world as just snake oil, and a lot of people will say that they don't believe that it works and that it's a waste of money. But it is becoming a lot more popular, and there's so much good anecdotal evidence out there that it works, and that people have good results with it. And there's also studies coming out now showing that it is effective. So we are hoping that we can make some good progress here, especially with hers being so young and still developing. There's a lot of hope that we can make progress with just the therapy. So from this appointment, like I said, we got a few exercises. We got the occlusion therapy on the eye, or on the glasses, and so we're starting with that. And then we have an appointment at the end of August for, let's see, what was it called? Visual sensor motor evaluation. And that is a really intensive testing where they just test all kinds of stuff. They test eye teaming, eye movement control, focusing, visual perceptual ability, visual motor coordination. So those are a bunch of things that they will be testing, and she will just get a whole evaluation. And from that, like 1.5 to 2 hours of testing, they will develop a specialized therapy plan for her. And then we will be hooked up with a eye therapist or a vision therapist. So we saw the doctor, and then the doctor recommends the therapy, and then we will hook up with our own vision therapist that we will go in and see every week probably. It can vary depending on what the treatment plan is, but usually it's a once a week appointment, like 45-minute therapy appointment, and then they assign homework for the rest of the week. They said that they do usually 8-week sections of therapy, so we'll sign up for 8 weeks of therapy and pay for that. And then when that's up, we kind of get another evaluation and decide where to go from there. They said it could probably be anywhere from 6 months to 2 years. It really just depends. She is super excited about it and very enthusiastic, and she's very cooperative. They kept commenting on how sweet and cooperative she was. So I think we will probably have good success in getting her to do the exercises and things like that. One other thing I wanted to mention is they're going to start out with something called photosynthonics therapy, and that's basically light therapy, and I've heard amazing things about it. I've heard people have great success, and it's great for kids because it has a lot to do with just seeing different colors of lights, and so there's not a lot of work that you have to do. You just have to make sure they're seeing the light, so to speak. So I will be giving more information about that as I get it, and we will just continue to bring you along on this journey. It is definitely a journey. We did not expect all of this, and we're just taking it one step at a time and doing our research and just figuring out what's going to be best for our sweet little Renae. And I think we will leave this video there. Thank you so much for following along on our journey, and we will talk to you again real soon.
Bye.
Bye.
And I show the eye one more time to them.
Okay, go ahead.
And
That was the blue one.
yeah, and that's pink one.
That's the pink one.
Yeah, and this is the red one.
Okay.
And this is the dark green one.
Dark green one.
I'm looking at this teddy bear with
Oh,
it.
yeah, that's a good one.
It's purple like my glasses. See, it matches.
It does match. That's so cool. I was going to say pretty and cool, and I said pool. That's funny.
You said pool.
I did.